Hey, good morning, everyone. It is 81 degrees here at 9 o'clock, dew point 74. So we are steamy, winds at 10 miles per hour. I was pulling up the Gina camera stats here. This is going to be so cool when I can actually share all this. I was going to show it, but the web address would show. But it shows, I can see total rainfall and rainfall rate. You can click on all this stuff and go through and see an actual history of what's happened at the place. And then you get the wind speed and direction and all that. It's fun. It's going to be neat. You're going to like it. All right. It is here at home, a little breezy, 10-mile-per-hour wind and 81 degrees. It's warm, it's humid, and those storms, they did roll through parts of the area yesterday. Right along I-20 is where we saw the heavy rain, 2, 3, 4 inches up that way. But down to the south, it was much more isolated. And even had a few rumbles come in last night. I woke up at about 2, I think, or something like that. And sometimes if I do that in the middle of the night, I may not be as coherent because I'm a sleepy guy. But if I see something on radar that's causing a ruckus, I will mention it. So I did last night. Now, we have storms out in the hill country of Texas. We have storms up in Arkansas that are quite strong right now, and those are going to continue to kind of dodge our area. So some good news, because I know we need to stay away from the rain. We need to balance that out with getting the rain as we heat up. So, but right now, any dry is welcome. Temperatures upper 70s to low 80s. Your day planner for today looking pretty good here. We are going to be in the upper 80s, low 90s across the area, and those clouds and humidity going to stick around. I think we'll see some breaks out there and we'll get the sun to come out. And I don't even know if that's a great thing today because, again, it's going to be hot. 90 degrees here in Alexandria, 91 up in Natchitoches, may bump up to 92 there. And then overnight lows now safely above the 60-degree mark. We're going to be in the 70s here, not in the 80s though. Again, I hearken back to last year on a lot of this stuff. Now I'm going to take you on a tour of, I like to keep things local, but it's a big travel weekend, so I'm going to show you where the severe weather is highlighted beyond today. There is another slight risk for severe storms up along I-20 that gets down into northern Sabine, Natchitoches, and Wynn Parish, and that marginal risk scraping the northern area or the northern portions of our area. And then you go further south and it's not even a risk for thunderstorms. So quite the change from north to south once again today, though I think rain totals are going to stay in check, and I think that heavier stuff stays north of us. And here's Futurecast to show you how I think this will go. One cluster of storms coming out, that is going to move across the northern part of the area, and then that's going to weaken. So as that happens, we could see another batch of rain go along I-20 behind that tonight, and then tomorrow looks pretty much dry in our area. But again, if you're right up there in the I-20 corridor, just north of there, that's where it looks like we could see repeated rounds of heavy rainfall. So it's Friday tomorrow. Let's say you're heading out of town, heading for Dallas. You're going up to Branson. You may have to deal with some severe weather. Level 2 of 5 risk, a pretty big risk from the Great Lakes all the way down into central Texas. Day 3, this would be, okay, so today is day 1, which is Thursday, then Friday, then we have Saturday here. Another round of big storms. So if you're heading up to Broken Bow, if you have family in Wichita you're going to visit, it looks like a pretty solid severe weather outbreak possible up that way. Down here, of course, you're going to Grand Isle, Toledo Bend, New Orleans, something like that. You're looking all good here in Louisiana, which I'm sure most of you are going to be sticking around here. If you do plan on heading up again to Branson, Lake of the Ozarks, maybe Kentucky Lake, something like that, it looks like another severe weather outbreak possible from St. Louis to Nashville, Evansville, maybe down toward Jonesboro, Arkansas. So that's just kind of a highlight of where the real active stuff is going to be. Then not a risk for not a highlighted risk in place yet for Memorial Day, though I think there could be some severe storms out there as well. Again, to our north for the most part. Rainfall totals through Wednesday, pretty paltry. About a tenth to a quarter of an inch for most. Maybe some areas, getting a storm and seeing an inch. I really think we'll see more up along I-20 as I showed you with that high resolution stuff. And why did that sneak in there twice? Forgot to delete that, I guess. We don't need it. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Let me go ahead and just skip right on past that. I don't know why we were reverting back to all that. Let's just go into the 7-day. Something's amiss. I will fix it. There is your 7-day forecast. Highs in the low to mid 90s, but I had mentioned a cold front. And look at that. I think we see some scattered storms Monday night into Tuesday, so most of Memorial Day is looking okay. But temperatures then behind this get down into the mid 80s. Now, it depends on which model you're looking at here. Some are even showing lower 60s at night into the middle and end of next week. So it looks like as we bring June in, we're going to at least see a few days where temperatures are respectable here. So mid to upper 80s, I think we can agree that's not bad for June, and overnight lows in the 60s. So that means lower humidity as a big upper level system kind of pivots this way. So it is looking like we get a little bit of everything we need. We get some dry time here to dry things out. Farmers can get the soybeans in the ground. Then a little bit of rain here because by Monday or Tuesday, after all that dry time, maybe we could use a little. And then the cold front comes through. Let's take a look at the beginning of June here. This is what we're looking at. Temperatures around normal or slightly above. There goes that upper level feature that's going to bring us the cool air. That's going to sneak off the East Coast, and the rainfall around normal. So everything kind of lining up well right now. We don't want to see week upon week of dry stuff, but we can use this for now for sure. And yes, we did have some raindrops on the cars this morning. Had some rumbles of thunder out there last night. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Just saw that. And yeah, I'm going through the comments now. I had that has cam up, so I was looking at the Gina camera. Yes, it is quite toasty. Yes, hail in Texas yesterday, big time stuff. Justin, I will check my messages. And then, yeah, good morning. Thank you. Good to see you guys. Okay, I'm out of here. It looks pretty tranquil and tame here over the next couple of days. Again, up north, just north of the area. That's where it looks like things could be a little more ridiculous. But for Memorial Day weekend, we know we can get some serious stuff around here. And I think we're looking pretty darn good. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you back here tomorrow.